guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I made Thing from Wednesday or the Addams Family. So if you're interested, keep on watching. I'm going to be cutting 3 pieces for each finger, the same length. Just like this, I'm going to cut it with my pliers. Now, since the wire by itself is too thin, I'm going to twist the 3 wires together to make a thick wire piece. The twisting doesn't have to be perfect because the wire will eventually be covered with the aluminum and the clay. So this is how one piece turned out. Now I'm going to do the same for the rest of the fingers. Now that we have all the wires cut out to the length that we wanted, we're going to get our pony beads. These are going to serve as the fingertips, and also these will help the wires stand up. I'm going to grab just a little bit of aluminum, just a little piece, for the tip of each wire, like this, just to cover the tip so it won't cut through. And then I'm going to put the wire end inside the pony bead, and I'll do the same thing for each wire piece. Now that each wire has a pony bead, we can start wrapping each wire with the aluminum and start shaping them into fingers. We want the bead obviously to get covered with the aluminum, not to show. So this is going to be the pinky. Now I don't want to add too much aluminum to the wires just yet because I'm still going to be adding the clay on top of it. So I don't want them to be too thick. I'm just going to position each finger where I want them to be, the length that I want them to be. That's about right. Now I'm going to be twisting all wires together about right here in this area. So I'm going to grab them all and twist right where I want them to connect. Okay, now I'm going to start shaping the hand how I want it to stand. Okay, something like this. Now I'm going to cover the palm of the hand with the same paper that we use to trace our hand. I'm going to just be cutting this part out. Okay, so we just make sure everything is glued onto the paper. I bent what is the wrist part, I bent it up. And also for the wrist, I'm going to add an empty toilet paper roll. Okay, just like this. Now I'm going to wrap the whole hand up with aluminum. Now I might add a little bit of aluminum on inside first. So all I'm doing is adding aluminum to the whole hand and shaping it as I go. Again, we're going to be adding clay on top of all of the aluminum, so all of this will be covered. Okay, now that we have our hand shaped, we can start adding the clay. Okay, now I'm going to start adding it to the hand. I'm going to start with the top part here. I'll be shaping it as I go. Now Thing has cuts all over him, so I don't think the clay needs to be perfectly smooth. So just continue to add your clay all around. Now I'm going to do this same thing throughout the whole hand. The next step will be shaping the nails, the scars. I have to put the knuckles and the lines. I'm going to do the stitches. He has stitches right around this finger. So let's put it around. Now that we have our hand detailed, we can start painting. This is the acrylic paint I'm going to be using today. Okay. I'm going to paint the whole hand. Alright, once we're done painting, we're going to let this dry. Okay, for this part, I'm going to be needing some black paint. Black paint and a little bit of red paint as well. First, I'm going to do black. I'm going to outline all the stitches and cuts, and then I'll go in with a little bit of red. I think I'm going to go back in with a toothpick to make the stitches a little bit thinner. And I'm going to be doing this for the rest of the hand for all the cuts and stitches. I'm just going to add a little bit of the red inside the stitches. So for around the fingernails, I'm going to use this brown color. I'm going to be mixing it with a little bit of the white because I think it's a little too dark. This is the end result. What do you guys think?